But Lil Wayne recently endorsed Donald Trump, and that caused a hell of a stir. A hell of a stir on social media. Everybody's talking about it. So I decided, you know what? We should talk about it as well. We should give our thoughts on this. You know, we're respectful tax-paying citizens. Let's talk about the election and also rap. This is one of the rare times where these two worlds intersect.
Ironically, Donald Trump is not a respectful tax-paying individual. But anyway,
touche. He claims he's paid. Hey, yeah, I paid my taxes in advance. I paid tens of millions and millions of dollars in advance. You see, there you have it.
They treat me very badly.
Like who's treating you very badly? The IRS. The IRS treating him very, very badly.
You think they treat me good?
Who the hell is treated positively by the IRS? Who? Name them. But yeah, man. We're making light of it. Some people seem to really be bothered by this Lil Wayne endorsement. But do you care? And if you do, what are your thoughts on it, man? What were your thoughts on just the whole presentation of it all?
Why did we introduce thought to this conversation?
Come on, man. You know, thought all thoughts lives matters. I'm sorry.
You know, kind of similar to St. John, like the conversation we had with St. John. I've known Lil Wayne for years now. And throughout the years, whether it be in his music or in his interviews, he has said questionable things to people. Like, for instance, I'll give you a good example. And these are just off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure there's more. He said that he does not believe racism is still in America because he has a lot of white fans at his shows. He said that. That came out of his mouth. He said that. And he also said, I mean, this one I get it. He said he loves cops because a cop saved his life, which I get it. And so, you know, he said these type of things. He said he doesn't believe in racism. He also said he doesn't believe racism is in America because a racist act has not happened to him before. And then he proceeds to say a white cop saved his life. So he said things like this, amongst other things like F is for phenomenal, folks. So, so it's like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. There's this, you know, with the election going on.
F is for phenomenal. Hey, he's also said some genius things like real G's moving silence like lasagna. We gotta give him his credit where props is due. I'm just saying.
That was genius.
Only poets and real notable, honorable citizens can come up with such genius. I'm sorry.
That was genius.
But
yeah, I mean, I saw this coming from a mile away. I mean, it brings up a bigger conversation. Like, just because a person is black doesn't mean that they're automatically Democrat. Yes, I agree with that. You know, but this doesn't surprise me. But however, remember Lil Wayne made a song called Georgia Bush? Remember that?
Yes.
Georgia?
I do.
And he was just trashing everything, like, you know, I guess George Bush's response to
after Katrina.
Pretty much trashing everything. I think Donald Trump, throughout these last couple of months and couple of years, has done enough bad things to be trashed for it. The fact that he openly and happily endorsed him, to me, is a little hypocritical, if you ask me. And what bothers me the most about Lil Wayne and some of those quotes that he said is it's almost like he is turning his back on the black community, right? Majority of those quotes are kind of like saying, I'm not aware of the troubles that are going on in the Black community. What happens to me matters. And to me, Georgia Bush was personal because it was his city, his state. And that's when he bashed him. He said racism doesn't occur because a white cop saved his life. That's because that happened to him. It bothered me, Donald Trump, who has been for years racially saying some racially insensitive comments, a lot of them geared directly at Black people. You're just turning your back again on the Black community. So that's troubling. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, that's him. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, man, you said a couple key things, man. Damn. And I don't know. I don't even know where to start. But I'll start with where I believe I should start, which is with his actual tweet that made people go crazy, right? Lil Wayne said on his Twitter, and I will caution you guys because I truly don't believe he wrote this shit. I'm sorry. I'm of the belief that somebody else wrote this shit. Not that he's not capable of tweeting, but he didn't write this shit. I'm sorry. The guy who said F is for phenomenal. He said, and I quote, just had a great meeting with @RealDonaldTrump at POTUS. Besides what he's done so far with criminal reform, the Platinum Plan is going to give the community real ownership. He listened to what we had to say and assured he will and can get it done. And followed by that was one of these emojis. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what this shit's called, but that's besides the point.
Gnarly.
He ain't right. Gnarly. Boom. He didn't write this fucking tweet. The photo op that he took with Donald Trump was super nasty. Like, that joint was beyond cringy. And look, here's the thing. You said something key, and actually this is a good time to bring it back up. All Black people are not Democrats. I think historically, especially more recently, that has been a topic of conversation, right? Where there seems to be this awakening in Black people, and rightfully so, where we shouldn't be pigeonholed and held to one party as if the Democratic Party are the only people who do anything for Black people, right? And actually, it was alarming to me. I feel like that's the fucking episode title of the day. How many times have we said alarming? But when Joe Biden went on the Breakfast Club and made that comment that if you're not Black, like basically if you don't vote for him, you're not Black, right? To me, a very alarming statement to make. Lets me know a lot of things about the mentality of politicians and the Democratic Party. Lets me know a lot. It lets me know a lot about older politicians and historically how they believe that they have the Black people's vote on lock, right? It lets me know a lot about that. So with all that being said, if you are a Black person and you are a Republican, more power to you. I think everybody, especially law-abiding citizens, have the right to vote for whoever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody should vote their interests. If you have things that going on in your real life that affect you, if it more closely aligns to the Republican Party, go vote for the Republicans if that's what you want to do. Same thing goes for the Democrats. Where I think, and so with that being said, if Lil Wayne is an actual Republican and his interests align with, Republican Party and Donald Trump, so be it. However, I just feel like everything you said about Lil Wayne's history, right? Because you and I, man, we're Lil Wayne. We love Lil Wayne as a lyricist. We respected him as an artist for the longest. We think he's one of the GOATs. Actually, Wayne is in my top 5.
He's in my top 5.
With all that being said, I don't look to artists to be a political figure, right? Mm-hmm. I hate that as well. Mm-hmm. And so with that being said, mm-hmm. I can make a legitimate argument as to why I don't give a fuck about any of this. I just don't. I'm just mad that this nigga put on a sweater and stood there in that picture and took that picture. That picture looks bad. I'm sorry. The picture itself looks bad. It's not that he's supporting Donald Trump. Go support Donald Trump. That picture looks bad.
I'm not gonna lie, it does look bad. I mean, you brought up a good point. I guess this is the last thing I'm gonna say. You brought up a good point about, listen, I love LeBron James, and I love how open he has been about, voting, about, the president, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not one of those people that are a part of that shut up and dribble movement. But I don't know about you, but do you feel like isn't it like a little cringy when you hear a celebrity endorsed a president? Like, I think the latest I heard was Brett Favre. I cringe every time I hear a celebrity endorsed Joe Biden. The Rock endorsed Joe Biden. Jack Nicklaus endorsed Donald Trump. Like, to me, I don't think that politics and who our president is should be influenced by entertainers. Like, if you're somebody that sits down and says, oh, Lil Wayne endorsed Donald Trump, so I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. If you are somebody that does that, to me, I don't know. I may think a little lower of you. I'm sorry that I was to say that. But if Lil Wayne is the one, if you are an undecided voter, boom, and Lil Wayne's endorsement of Donald Trump, that should make you not want to vote for Donald. Lil Wayne's on that side? Okay, right. I'm the opposite with Lil Wayne. Right. If that skips codeine, we're gonna do the opposite.
If Lil Wayne was the deciding factor that made you vote for Donald Trump, I question a lot of things about you. But I want to go back, man, because I'm telling you right now, I highly doubt that this man read anything about Donald Trump's plan. He said the Marshall Plan is going to give the community real ownership. What community? Is he talking about the Black community? Which community? What is he talking about? Like, that man, let's call a spade a spade. What's the over and under that Lil Wayne actually read Donald Trump's plan?
It's not.
What's the over under? I think it's more likely than not that he did not read that man's political agenda. Listen, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. I'm sorry.
To add on to what you're saying, right? Like, listen, I hate this is ill-advised wise, guys. We don't really dive deep into politics, but let's dive deep a little.
We're here.
What plan? Okay, coronavirus is going on right now. Have you heard a legitimate plan out of the man? Okay, number one. Have you heard a legitimate plan about healthcare? Donald Trump, they always say, hey, Donald Trump, what's your plan for healthcare? Oh, it's going to come out in 2 weeks. Trust me, it's going to be the most beautiful healthcare plan ever. Has it come out? No. So what reason do you have to believe that you sat down with Donald Trump and he said he's going to come up with a platinum plan that's going to help Black people, that it actually will happen?
No.
You know that it's actually going to happen.
No. But here's the other thing. First of all, everything you said was facts. Exactly. Everything you're saying everything you just said is a great observation. Here's another observation I recognized in the tweet. And this is what I don't like about these celebrities and in general, the weaponizing of politics and shit like that. When he says the platinum plan is going to give the community real ownership. If you know anything about the platinum plan, the way it's been marketed, and I'm not a politician, so please, if you guys know more than I know, please correct us in the comments or tell us on social media. It's all good. Hey, we're ill-advised for a reason. Sometimes we don't have all the details. It's all good. If you know anything about the platinum plan, they're marketing that towards Black people. So why can't Lil Wayne say the platinum plan is going to give the Black community more real? Why is he saying the community? How come he didn't just say Black? Like, to me, there's this like tongue-in-cheek, like hide your hand type marketing when it comes to just the things that people say. Like, if you're going to stand on your endorsement, that's cool, man. Do your thing, Lil Wayne. Great. But speak, in my opinion, speak your whole truth. Like, give your entire opinion about why you actually, are endorsing Donald Trump. Again, I don't think he's a bad person. I'm not one of these people who tie politics to your morals all the time. To me, it's about, I need to hear you out.
Yeah.
Like, if you're supporting Donald Trump, I need to understand why you're supporting Donald Trump. And if it's something that like makes sense, okay, cool. Like if it doesn't make sense, I'm not gonna stop being friends with you. But yeah, we have different political views. Like it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what
but to me, to sit up there and wear that sweater in the Oval Office or wherever the hell they were and take that picture that's the definition of pandering and being a puppet. You're a puppet.
Look back, like
you're a puppet. Like people got on Ice Cube for weeks because he met with Donald Trump. I personally had no problem with it because I don't think there's anything wrong with you meeting with whoever the president is and trying to like uplift your community. There's nothing wrong with that. And we shouldn't attack people who want to meet with political leaders, regardless of their actual party, to see what they can do to help the community. So I'm not mad at Lil Wayne for aligning himself with Donald Trump. It's about the fact that, to me, I don't believe he actually knows what he's talking about with this platinum plan shit. And that picture was super nasty. I keep trying to, like, photo ops are a real thing. They last. He could have simply did exactly what he did behind the scene and not took that picture. It changes the perception of everything to me. It really does.
Well, I mean,
it changes things.
You know, I mean, I will say this. I mean, this is an important topic, so I think it's okay if it's longer than the other topics. You know, we were talking about this off the air. Like we in the Black community should not be able to be bought so easily. So you mean to tell me this guy who has been saying racially insensitive things for years now, he simply tells you, oh, I'm going to come up with a plan that helps Black people. Oh, I'm buying in. We should not be getting bought so quickly and so easily. Like, you know, I once again, I commend LeBron James. I am pretty sure Jared Kushner, right? Jared Kushner, when LeBron James was, you know, speaking out against Donald Trump and you know, the NBA and Donald Trump were going through that whole back and forth. Mm-hmm. Jared Kushner came out and said, I don't understand why they're doing what they're doing. I'm going to personally reach out to LeBron James and we're going to try to figure something out to help with the NBA and back and forth, blah, 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 blah. You think LeBron James picked that phone up? Like, you did all this trash talk, you did all this thing, Black Lives Matter, don't matter to me, such and such. You think he picked that phone up?
Probably not.
And even if he did pick the phone up, he wants real change. NBA players, they said, we're going to get on this NBA court when real change happens. Not no like just, oh, we're going to talk about change. No, we want action right now. Lil Wayne had one conversation, maybe he had multiple, but he's basically endorsing him on the tweet because he said he has a platinum plan that's going to help Black people. Is that easy?
And listen, man, we have to, and you talk about this all the time, maybe not necessarily on the show as much as, you know, we probably should, but we got to stop putting these celebrities at a pedestal, like as if they mean more than you. You have your own voice. Everybody go out there and do what's best for them. Obviously, look out for your community. But when you see someone with a track record like Lil Wayne and the stuff that he said over the years, the fact that he can fix his mouth and say that racism does not exist, to me, his mentality is flawed. I'm sorry. I'm calling it what it is.
It is.
It's one thing for you to say, I personally have never experienced racism directly towards me, because there's a lot of people like that. I can honestly say I'm one of those people. Like, I don't believe that I have been overtly discriminated against like a lot of people have back in the day.
Yeah.
But me not being overtly discriminated against does not mean the shit doesn't exist in other areas. It doesn't mean, and the fact that he cannot separate the two lets me know that his ability to understand that the world is bigger than himself is not where it needs to be.
That's what I was going to say.
It's really very simple. It's that simple.
I mean this in the most respectful way. I mean, you know how I always say this to you off air. He's ignorant, right? And people always say, oh yeah, ignorance is a bad word. No, ignorant is not always a bad word. It's in context. Like we're all ignorant, right? I think Lil Wayne is ignorant to what is going on in the world, what is going on in his own community. I mean, I get it. The platinum plan, yes, it quote unquote helps black people. I don't even know what that means. Maybe what does that mean? I mean, I'm sure Joe Biden wants to help black people too. I mean, what does that mean? Like, really? Like, what? Wait, what does that mean? I'm sure. What? But anyway, I think he's ignorant, and it's okay. It's okay because, like I said, he's always been this guy. Lil Wayne's the same dude that said, "I don't even know who XXXTentacion was." Like, and I was on his song.
I've heard other artists, and this is the biggest indictment, and we can move off this right after this. The biggest indictment that I've heard of Lil Wayne over the years is his fellow artists and people around him that come out and say things about Lil Wayne. They'll be like, "Oh man, how is it knowing Lil Wayne and working with Lil?" They'd be like, "Man, Wayne, this is consistent. Man, Wayne is on his own world, man. Wayne is on another planet. Wayne he don't even know what's going on in the world. He just doing it." To me, that right there lets you know why someone who is in their own world should not be speaking publicly about what is going to impact the world. I don't want to hear from you, bro. Period.
That's a great point.
It's very clear. Like that, it is what it is.
Great point. And I just want to say this: I still love Lil Wayne. Look,
listen, he's still in my top 5. Come on.
I disagree with your what you believe in, but at the end of the day, like I mean, Lil Wayne looks like a cool dude. He's still top rapper. It's all good.